Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on another SEC rival, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Coming out with it, it's Evans. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will go on the attack first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Texas A&M's offense has the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Got his man in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. On the option. He'll pitch it. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
Here comes the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Back to pass. shaping. Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the punt team able to smack into the ground. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at it, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Scanning the field, it's shaping. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. He'll toss it, and he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third and long from the the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He leaves it with his back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. To throw, it's Shapen. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Lost to fire on second down. Makes the grab, it's Williams. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to set up the screen. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Cradles it at the 35. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll move the wide receiver. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. There he goes. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Reed. The safe call on the wide receiver screen.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Now the toss. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, the running back looking for room. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Leaves it with the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Mock. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They'll run the option. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Mississippi State going up tempo. From the gun, running back on the move. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. To the air, it's Chapin. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball is in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They'll send out the kicker here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll cut the lead to 13. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. How about the wheels on this A&M quarterback channeling his inner John football?
Man, John football was as exciting as it gets, and college football took notice. The Aggies were talked about in the news all the time. They need that guy at that spot to return if they want to be a national championship contender again.
The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move there.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
From the gun, the ground game. On the move at the 30. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Reese. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Chapin. He's got him.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab near the marker, it's Mosley. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, and I can throw them the football, and they can make a play over top of somebody.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off play action on first down. He's going to fire to the left. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. He'll pull it down. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Now the pitch. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. A lot of urgency for this offense.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. To the air. It's Reed. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Corrals it at the 35. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Got his man on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is
got some room, headed to the goal line. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. The give. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Good right down the boulevard. It's our force to settle for the field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The 12th man, more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Shapen. Got it in the middle. It's Glover. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Runs through a tackle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll go to the ground. Makes his man miss. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll keep it himself. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Reed. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
He's loose on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires on the move. And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Aggies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Mississippi State right back to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Running back searching for a hole. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Right back to it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll do it himself. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. On the move. Across the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We reach the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run it from the gun. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it down the left. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Throws to the tight end. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll toss it. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Reed. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And now they take the lead. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights. All of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Using the quick game.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
Now the play fake. Soft spot in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. They stop short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Goes to the option. Quick toss. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long.
Turning it on. Quick step and go. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wide receiver going in motion. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Now on the option. They'll try the run. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Aggie. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 13 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He'll try it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Shapen. Makes the grab. It's Williams. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. He's going to run it. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. And he'll be brought down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game spot.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. His drive will open from the 15. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Catch in the middle, it's Booth. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start, and now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
To the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Just keep slinging it. Pulls it in. It's Thompson. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. They're going to test the right side with this one. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the ground, it's Booth.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give on the inside. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lining up to convert third down. To the air, it's Reed. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. To the air on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Williams.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there. They couldn't make the connection.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a...
They brought the heat and they get him on the ground. And a 4th down sack stops this drive cold. Using his legs, it's Daniels. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff. But, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation